Hey guys, today we're going to discuss the Golden Bachelor, episode 5. Okay, we're going to recap episode 5. I'm going to be looking at my notes so I can get my information correct. And now we are down to 6 women. I didn't realize there was only 6 episodes, and this is episode 5. For some reason, I thought there were 8 episodes, but there are only 6. So the next episode will be hometown, and he will also be making his selection. And the episode after that will be the women tell all. So we have the 6 women now. So the show starts out with the 6 women, and they're having a good time. They're talking to each other, and they're discussing their strong feelings that they have developed for Gary. And they're all in the pool except for Sandra. She's all over on the side. But everybody's discussing their feelings. And then go to the scene where all the women are back in the house. The host comes in and he says that next week is the hometown. And he brings in the card to tell them what their group date is going to be and who is going on the one-on-one date. And the one-on-one date is with Faith. And he says, the host says that this is going to be a date unlike any of the other dates. So she's the one that gets the one-on-one date, and the group date is to the Santa Monica Pier. So we see Faith going on her one-on-one date with Gary, and they are on a helicopter ride. And then you see the helicopter land on a yacht. So they're on a yacht, and she is just having the time of her life. He's having the time of his life. The date is going really well. All Gary's dates have gone well. There hasn't been a date that didn't go well, that he didn't like the woman. So I guess that's a good thing. So he ends up giving Faith a rose. So that's 1 rose. There's 6 women left. So that's 1 rose. She comes back to the house, and she and while she's on this date, Leslie is like taking it really, really hard. She's crying. She's upset because she feels like she has fallen in love with Gary. And the thought of him being on a date with another woman does not feel good to her. But then Faith comes back and she discusses her date. And you can just tell by the look on Leslie's face that it's just really killing her inside to hear Faith talk about this date and how much fun she had and everything. But she sits there and she listens, and the other women, I think it's getting to some of the other women as well. And then they show the group date, and on the group date, they go to the Santa Monica Pier where they have fun playing games and riding rides. And Gary has individual time with each of the women, and the women, they tell him how they feel and tell them a little more about themselves. And on this, he has his one-on-one time with Teresa. And I feel like Teresa at this point is on this individual time tries too hard. I mean, she's just telling him how much she's in love with him and how he makes her feel so great. But he likes it. He says that he really appreciates her saying that. And so he thinks it's a good thing. And then Gary gets with all the women and he sits down with them and he tells them that tonight he cannot make a decision of who he's going to give a rose to because it's just too hard to do. He just can't do it. So he's going to push it back to the next night to do the rose ceremony. So as I said, there are 6 women left and 1 has already gotten a rose. So that leaves 5 women. We go to the rose ceremony, and I personally think he's going to pick, I haven't seen who he picks yet. I think he's going to pick Faith, Leslie, and Ellen. And I want to say Teresa, but Teresa just tries so hard to, in my opinion, and it just was not a good look I didn't think. But he may pick Teresa, but my picks are Faith, Leslie, and Ellen. So we go to the rose ceremony, and he picks Faith, Leslie, and Teresa. So he does end up picking Teresa. He really likes Teresa, but I think Teresa just put it on a little too thick with the individual time. And then so that means he does not pick Sandra, Susan, and Ellen. And Ellen is devastated. He asks if he could speak to her outside. He takes her outside. They talk. She can barely contain herself. It's like she doesn't even want to talk to him. She just wants to get in the car and go. So she says, I just need to go. So she gets in the car and she does a little confessional. She says, she really had fallen in love with him and she's just really devastated by this, that she opened herself up and then she didn't get picked. I think of course, if he had to pick 4 people, he would have picked her, but she's just really devastated by it. So now we have the 3 women, Faith, Leslie, and Teresa, and the next show is going to be Hometown, where he goes to their hometowns and meets their family, their kids, their grandkids. So that'll be very interesting to see. Put in the comments the 3 women that you thought that Gary was going to pick. Again, I thought it was going to be Faith, Leslie, and Ellen. But this Golden Bachelor has been a lot better than I thought it would be. Like I said, this is the first time I ever have watched The Bachelor of any kind. So it turned out to be a lot better than I thought. But I can't wait to see who he finally chooses. So if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for episode 6. That's going to be next week, where Gary picks the person that is going to get the final rose. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. Thanks for watching.